it's gonna happen. Throughout the course of your med spa business, this will happen to you. You are going to get a negative review. So what are you gonna do? So you can't just bury your head in the sand and be like, oh, I don't wanna do anything with online reviews. I don't wanna focus on it. I just wanna focus on the work that I do and people are gonna come to me because of that. You cannot have this mindset. You have to shift this. People are making their decisions of which med spa they wanna choose based on online reviews. And so you need to make sure that you focus on this because it's important. So what are you gonna do? No matter what type of work you do, you are gonna get those people that just are unreasonable. And they're gonna go online, they're gonna leave an online review. Now this could be a competitor, it could be a fake person, it could be a real person. But what are some steps that you can take to help remove or negate these negative reviews? Now, the very first thing is that you want to bury it with good reviews. So if you have a lot of good reviews, then if you get 1 or 2 negative reviews, then it's going to be okay. Actuality, people actually like a business that has a couple bad reviews or does not have a perfect score. Because if people see a business has a 5.0 star rating and they have 500 reviews, they're like, this is fake. There's no way that they're going to have that good of a review score and that many reviews. So having a couple lower level reviews is okay, because as long as your overall review score is very good, then that's what most people are looking at. So you want to bury that bad review with good reviews. Now, if you're in a situation where you are starting off, or even if you've been established and haven't really focused on this, if your review score right now is not so good, but lower number of reviews, this is a relatively easy fix. Just get a couple good reviews and it's going to increase your score quite dramatically. Now, if you have a lot of reviews and your review score is bad, then you probably have to look at something happening internally with your business. Why are so many people having a bad experience? So that's gonna be a lot harder to turn around, and you want to take a look at your business to see what is happening here. How can I turn this around? Now, aside from that, what you can do is you can submit an appeal. And this is really to dispute the review. Now, depending on what platform it's on, there's gonna be different options on how you go through that, but almost all of them are gonna have some type of dispute process. And when you dispute it, this will typically take a week to get a response. In some situations, it would ask you, why are you disputing this? And you can say that it is spam or it is malicious, etc. Now, there are a couple different ways also of how you can get a review taken down, particularly if you can show that the review was not meant for your business. So I'll give you a great example of this. We were working with a business that we were helping them with their online reviews, and they had a bathroom for the public to use. And so someone left a review and said, hey, this bathroom is disgusting, the stalls are all broken, and so that's why they give a 1-star review. But the bathroom in this establishment only was a single bathroom. There were no stalls. So when we appealed that and said that this must be for the wrong business, because what they're saying does not match what's in reality. So that review site took that review down. So if you're able to show beyond a shadow of a doubt that this review is not meant for this business, you can get it taken down. Also, if they're using anything like profanity or they're being sexist or racist or anything like that, you just bring that up in the appeal and very often they will take it down. Now, for the ones that are just 1 star with nothing being said or anything along those lines, those are a little bit harder, but when you dispute them, just put the reason you're disputing them, and then their review site will typically get back to you within a week. Now, they may not always take it down, but it is your best chance of doing it. Now, there are going to be some review sites, depending on where it's being put up again, that you may have some type of premium status with them. I'll use Yelp as an example. If you are paying Yelp for marketing and you're putting a decent amount of money into some type of ongoing service with them, you are probably going to have a rep. And you say, hey, I got this negative review. Can you do something for me to get this taken down? That rep will have a little bit more pull to be able to try and get that taken down. Obviously, if you're not paying for any type of service with them and you have no rep, then you can't do this. You just have to go through that first option that I mentioned to you about disputing it and trying to get it removed. Now, in some situations, you may be able to chat with somebody, with a moderator or with the support, and be able to go back and forth with them and try and get it taken down also. Although this is a little bit more rare, but I just wanted to bring it out that it is an option on some sites. Now, the very last option is that if you cannot get it removed, the only other way is to have the original person take it down or at least answer to them. So when you answer to them, you want to do it in a very professional manner. And there's really a 3-step process to this, is that you want to say that you obviously want to address it and be like, oh, I'm so sorry that you had this bad experience. I want to make sure that we take care of this for you. So you want to address it. The second part is you want to leave some marketing in there. Again, this doesn't depend on your specific situation, but you can say something along the lines of, man, usually our clients are really happy with our services, so this doesn't happen very often, but I'll make sure we get to the bottom of it. And lastly, you want to take the conversation offline. Hey, my name is Daniel. I am the owner of this practice. Here's my email. Here's my direct phone number. Please reach out to me. I want to get this resolved for you. Now, this is going to do a couple things. One, is that the person may reach out to you and you have a chance to resolve this issue. And then from there, you're able to turn them into a happy customer. I'll give you a great example of this. This actually happened to our company. We were actually helping somebody with a small project. It was just a logo design. And so we were going back and forth on the logo design and then got him the final review of it. And then he disappeared. Didn't hear from him. Reached out to him, called him, emailed him, didn't hear anything from him. So we figured, okay, everything's okay. A year later, a full year later, he goes online and leaves a 1-star review for us and said that, oh, well, I did a logo project and I didn't like it. So I remember working with him. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, so I left the review online. What's going on? And he said, yeah, you know what? I just wasn't so happy with the logo and I was kind of hoping for something more. And I said, okay, well, I mean, technically we're still in the review part of it. We didn't hear back from you. So how about this? How about we take another stab at it? We try it again. And by the time we get through this process, would you mind just updating your review, whether it's good or bad, about your experience? He said, yeah, no problem. So we go back and forth a few more times. We get him a logo design that he likes. He goes back, he turns that 1-star review into a 5-star review. So very often people just want to be heard. So when you respond in that manner, then you're able to let them know they're being heard and try and solve their problem. And if you solve it in a good enough way, people will often go back and change the review. Now, you may have a situation where it's a fake review or maybe someone's doing it maliciously and they're not going to respond back to you. So that review is going to stay there. But at least the way that you responded is in a very professional manner. So when people are looking up your business and they see that negative review and they see how you responded, like, you know what? This business owner really cares about their business. They're committed to trying to solve this. So you know what? They're going to lower the weight of that negative review in their mind. So whenever you're dealing with negative reviews, these are the things that you can look at as far as trying to remove them or at least negate the effect of those negative reviews.